You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all pop on in the chat, man. Y'all already know what's up, man. Again, I appreciate everybody that's in the building. Y'all already know how we getting down on this thing, man. So, let's basically chop it up and talk about what's going on with this situation with Jay-Z now and Cardi B now. If you guys remember, I came in here and I did a video this morning. And make sure y'all, if y'all not subscribed to the podcast, make sure y'all do so. And salute to everybody who donates to the streams. The link will be pinned at the top of the chat. I did a video this morning telling y'all about the situation with Cardi B and how Cardi B made a huge mistake. Basically, Cardi B had a concert, and at that concert, Cardi B basically came out and was telling people at the concert, that they was gonna get on. Basically, they was gonna get on Ice helmet. Some people thought she was jokingly saying it, but nevertheless, they took it serious. So the Department of Homeland Security came out on their official website and basically they went in on Cardi B. And they said they exposed Cardi B. They said as long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior, meaning that they got an eye on this chick. And Cardi B needs to be careful and tread carefully when she's dealing with these people because, again, you've self-admitted this type of stuff and you said that you would do it again. And so, I mean, you admitting this publicly, we've seen people get prosecuted and we've seen people get put down over things that they said in the public, right? So, the Department of Homeland Security came out and laid it to Cardi. Well, Cardi, she don't made a huge mistake, man. Cardi B don't came out and now somehow got Jay-Z dragged into this thing. And I'm finna tell y'all what happened and how it went down. So basically, Cardi B, according to the reports, went online in response to this post from Homeland Security saying that as long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. Well, Cardi B act like she want all smoke with Department of Homeland Security. Cardi B comes out and tells these people, well, if we talking about bleeps, let's talk about, she said, we talking about drugs. Let's talk about Epstein and his friends drugging underage girl to R word them. Why y'all don't want to talk about them Epstein files? She said, question mark. Lord have mercy. When Cardi B did that and said that why don't y'all want to talk about them Epstein files? Cardi B have now opened up a whole can of worms involving Jay-Z. Because now what Cardi B did was now government advisor, and this guy's an advisor in Congress and all these other things. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all right here on the screen exactly who he is because Cardi B, this gonna get real funky now. This is about to get real funky. So the man right here on your screen, as y'all can see, his name. Let me put this up here for y'all. Hold on. His name on the left hand side of your screen, as you can see, is Alex Brussowitz. Now, Alex Brussowitz is a top conservative political consultant. He advises members of Congress. So this guy's an advisor to members of Congress, the Senate. He's a former White House political appointee and other influential conservative leaders on their public policy, right, and political strategy needs. So this guy is somebody that's in the know. Well, he decided he was going to get in this shit now, right? Somebody who advising Congress and the Senate. He comes back at Cardi B ass now, and he says, what a weak clapback to Cardi B. He says the only reason the Epstein files are out is because President Trump arrested Epstein during the first term and just released millions of files. Your friends Jay-Z and TMZ founder Harvey Levin are mentioned in the files. Any comment? This girl don't got this man bringing up Jay-Z. Y'all know I don't even care about Harvey, but she got him bringing up Jay-Z now and saying that, hey, hold on. You sitting up here talking about now. I got ether to this Trump releasing the Epstein. Epstein was already being prosecuted. Trump, he didn't do nothing but call them after he found out that Epstein was being prosecuted. That's already in the FBI files. Everybody said Trump called and he the one that told on Epstein. No, Trump called after he found out Epstein was being prosecuted. And Trump said, hey, man, this is what they said. He said in the Epstein files, in the FBI files. They said Trump was like, hey, man, everybody knows he's been doing bad. I'm glad you guys are going to get him. Nigga, what's that? Then he was asked, well, did you know all the things that he was doing? He said, no. Later on, he said, no. They said, well, hold on. You told the FBI in the interview that's in the Epstein files, you told the FBI that everybody knew what Epstein was doing with those girls. Which one is it? They don't brought Jay-Z in this thing now, man. This thing done got wicked, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all again, this thing done got real wicked, man. They don't brought Jay-Z in this thing, man. This thing done got super wicked. Super wicked, y'all. My whole thoughts about this is, you guys, and I'll just say it to y'all, man, this gonna end bad. This gonna end bad because Cardi B should have just sat down and been quiet. Cardi B has already came out and self-admitted to doing certain things. So if you're Cardi B, you already come out admitted to doing things. Why in the blue hell would you then come out and act like you want smoke with these people? That's the last thing you want to do if you Cardi B is come out here acting like you want smoke with these government officials the way they acting, man. So now they don't brought up Jay-Z in this thing, and they asked, well, hey, since you're doing all this talking, Cardi B, why you ain't got nothing to say about your boy Jay-Z? Why you quiet about that? Man, it's a devastating, diabolical situation. This Cardi B don't now. She tried to act like she was going at these. That's why I told y'all sometimes it's just good to be quiet, right? Because I told y'all, Department of Homeland Security, man, now that you don't want them on your ass. You really don't. You're just Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? And the person you like is not in office, Cardi B. You shouldn't be doing all that talking. Uh, and now, you know, it says that she says if we talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and the friends drugging underage girls to R-word them. Why y'all don't want to talk about the Epstein files? I told y'all Cardi B ain't got no brain. Because if she had a brain, Cardi B, you're on tape saying that you used to drug men. What's the difference between you drugging men and them drugging girls? You're still mistreating people. Now we look at it much more egregiously that you do it to if you're doing it to underages, but Cardi B, you admitted yourself to committing those crimes, and then you try to change the subject, and now you don't went and got Jay-Z brought up again in this stuff. You don't went and brought up Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is in the files, and they said that Harvey is in the files too, and them your people. You ain't got nothing to say about that. Why would she even keep this going? Who was advising her? Who was advising Cardi B? Cardi B need to sit down somewhere. Real talk. Because even though I don't agree with everything Alex said, the man did say, "Hey man, your friends Dre Z and TMZ is in the files." You got any comment on that? You be a fly on the wall to see if she say something about that. How much y'all want to see? How much y'all want to bet to see if she say something about that? Do anybody think Cardi's gonna say something about that? We gotta ask that question. Do anybody think Cardi B is going to say something about that? And to the person said Alex is right, he's not right. Donald Trump was not the one who originally arrested Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump found out that Epstein was being prosecuted and then called the FBI. They have that in the files, in notes. Donald Trump, according to the report, called the FBI after it was made known that they were prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein and told him, yeah, everybody knew what he was doing. I'm so happy that you guys are going after him. What do you mean? If everybody knew what he was doing, why y'all ain't tell nobody before? Then when they turned around and asked him, right? When they turned around and asked him, did he know? He said, no, I didn't know. What you mean? You did. You said you knew. Dudes are straight clowns, man. Dudes are straight clowns, bro. It's a shame. This whole situation is a complete shame, man. You know what I mean? So the brother who said that Bill Clinton tell anything, bro, we don't know what these people said yet. We haven't seen all the files. We know one thing. Donald Trump has been accused of putting his fingers in kids in the Epstein files. These are facts, sir. So Jamel Knight, we're going to tell you this right now. What do you have to say about Donald Trump being accused of sexually assaulting unders? Yeah. What about that part, sucker? What about that part? Why does Donald Trump say, let's just move on from this? No. Why don't we have a thorough investigation since Donald Trump's the one who y'all say released the files? Why don't we have a thorough investigation? He ain't got nothing to hide, right? You don't believe it. Okay, well, guess what? I don't believe you. Blocked. Simple as that. I don't believe you. Blocked. So, as you see right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I want y'all to look at this. This is right here on y'all screen. Broad daylight, right? Broad daylight, you guys. Right? And I'm telling y'all what it is. Sad situation. Now, what are these people gonna do about it? They don't brought Jay-Z back in this now. All because Cardi B couldn't let this shit go. Cardi B, you don't want to fight with the Department of Homeland Security. All that shit you said, ma'am, they will use that against you. They've been using this stuff against these people. Look what happened to Keefe D. They used what Keefe D said in interviews to prosecute him for the Tupac Shakur murder. You went online and admitted to committing crimes. You don't think they'll prosecute you because your name is Cardi B? They'll get your ass up out of here. If Donald Trump telling to go start sniffing around you in trouble. Whoever's advising her needs to tell her, hey, look, this is time and a place. This ain't the time. Straight up. This is not the time or the place. You need to back. You done came out here and now you done made it so. And look at it, y'all. They on her helmet now. They don't brought up Jay-Z and these people. Harvey Levin and these people, man. Right? Jay-Z probably thought, man, I just got past this one. They don't brought me back up again. Cardi B, man. Crazy work, bro. So y'all definitely want to let me know what y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Man, I don't know what's going on with Cardi. She need to settle her ass down, man, before they send. Yeah, real talk, man. They're gonna start sending all them people to her concerts. They gonna start checking all of her shit. Watch. She gonna be getting all kind of crazy investigations. This is what Cardi B is gonna do, messing with these people. Sometimes you gotta understand your level. Her level ain't to be messing with government officials when the person she backed is not in power. You back Kamala Harris. Donald Trump's in power. Anything you say and do can and will be used against you, Cardi. You need to understand that before you come out here saying this shit to these people. Now, I do agree with her statement about what about the Epstein files, but then again, I don't agree with any of the other stuff she was talking about because she herself admitted to doing these type of things to people, and that's just dishonorable if you would do that to people, man. That's just sad, man. If you that type of person, that's how you move. That's again. And y'all smash a like button. We should have well over 1,000 likes in this video, man. I'm telling you guys, I don't know what the hell's going on with Cardi B and what's making her, rage like this. Like she might be upset about her current situation. You know what I'm saying? She thought she was getting out of one situation. She thought she was going to another situation where she was going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And look at her. Another baby. And she ain't gonna be with the nigga. And then she gonna be back out here looking again. So I mean, shit, it's a shame, bro. You know what I'm saying? How many kids you gonna have from different daddies? Like at what point in time are you gonna say, you know what, man, I need to start doing something right for my life? Because you making all the wrong choices. She making all the wrong decisions. I'm just telling y'all what the real is, right? So we definitely gonna have to see about this um situation, y'all. This is a real tricky one, man. Definitely a tricky one, but she messed up. She put her foot in her mouth on this one. They on her ass now. You got Congress advisors, you know, government advisors coming out here and getting on your helmet and bringing up Jay Z and TMZ. Think about all the people he could have brought up. He brought up Jay Z and TMZ. That means they had to been studying Cardi to know who she may be around or like, or you know what I'm saying. They definitely on her radar. That's not a question. They on it. They them say these dudes saying that. Yeah, they on the radar, bro. This might not be good, but Cardi, she don't know how to just sit down and take an L sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta take that L, man. You know. Somebody said they building cases, man. We don't know what they doing, man. This is crazy work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they building cases, man. You know, I don't know what they doing, man. Straight up. Y'all know what's up. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think though, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. Do y'all think Cardi B made a smart move now? And now I got Jay Z and them dragged into this shit. Like I said before, again, Jay Z story died down, and now tonight that shit going viral again. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. Him and Harvey Lemon, and Harvey, he still ain't addressed being in the files. Think about this. This is how diabolical you are, Harvey. Harvey, you making all that content over there about Epstein, but you ain't even talking about you being talked about in the Epstein files. Harvey, we haven't even seen you talk about yourself. Harvey, the stuff they were saying about you in the Epstein files, dog, you just need to go ahead and just shut your platform down, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, man, that shit is true, bro. You're looking bad out here, man. But we ain't even heard you address that. Think about that. We ain't even heard Harvey address that. Why haven't he addressed his own mention in the Epstein file? Harvey done talking about everybody else except for himself. And he probably didn't even know he was in them files until they dropped. Like, share, subscribe.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.